New South Wales's worst fire emergency in a decade shows no sign of relenting. Across the state, firefighters again battled through the night to try and contain fire fronts stretching hundreds of kilometres.
The fires that we're dealing with are just enormous in size. The State Mine Fire, which encompasses through Lithgow all the way through to Bilpin, is about 305 kilometres around.
They'd been trying to capitalise on the cooler weather of the last few days. But that is now over, with forecasters predicting temperatures back in the 30s, dangerously high winds and little prospect of rain.
I've been briefed this morning about forecasts in relation to the weather for coming days. And whilst it's true that the weather on any day is never good at times like this, it's also clear that the weather forecast, the weather modelling, suggests that the weather's not going to be as good as it had been previously anticipated.
In the Blue Mountains to the west of Sydney, hundreds of people have already lost their homes. Many more have been warned to flee, leaving everything behind.
I'm hoping that it'll be all right with the firefighters up here. They've been so wonderful and they do such a great job for everybody.
As the firefighting effort continues, investigators are looking at whether any of the blazes were started deliberately. 2 teenage girls have already been charged with starting one small fire. Police say they're monitoring dozens of so-called firebugs, people with a history of committing arson. The fires have come unusually early in the season and follow Australia's hottest year on record. As the country faces a long and dangerous summer, that has raised the inevitable questions about the impact of climate change. Jon Donnison, BBC News in New South Wales.